All right. So, sorry for my hair. Just woke up a little while. I didn't do nothing with my hair. Anyway, hello. Good morning. Happy Thursday. As you can see, the swelling's gone down a whole lot. Now I just got black eyes, like last year when I got the sinus infection last year. It sucks. But anyway, so I got another ghost story to tell you. It's kind of like some experience I had when I was a little kid. I had just come to live with my grandma, or no, this was before. I was like in kindergarten, and my mom and I were outside, or not outside, downstairs, and that's where we stayed because Grandma had like what do you call it? Hi, Eli, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, my friend. So we stayed downstairs, and it was kind of like a in-law apartment. She had like a kitchen and stuff made down, put downstairs, and it was a really wide room. So, and then the garage was attached to it. So it was like New Year's Eve or something, and so Grandma had a. Oh, thank you, friend. I'm not going to be on here too long. I just wanted to give you all another ghost story. So I'm. Grandma comes down and kisses my forehead and tells me good night. She was getting ready to go out for some party for New Year's Eve, and so I'm laying in bed. I don't know where my mom was. Hi, snark and sass, boopy. What's boopy mean? So she kisses me goodnight, goes to her party, and I'm laying in bed. I don't know what time it was, but I hear footsteps in the garage, right? And it was like a man's heavy footstep, and it scared the living crap out of me. I was only like 5 years old. I remember that, and so that was one thing. And then, hey, Adrian, how you doing, sweetie? So I'm so I'm uh down in the bed, down in the in-law apartment downstairs, and one night it's storming and stuff, raining and lightning and thundering, and I'm in bed, and I think my mom was in bed next to me or something, and there you go. So we're we're sleeping, and so I see a shadow. Oh, boop! Thank you, Snark. Boop this big ass nose. You can't miss it. It's like a big old target. So anyway, I see a shadow, a figure of someone outside in our backyard at the window, and there's no way that anybody could get into the backyard because we were living in San Francisco in the Excelsior district, and each house was like that close to each other. You could hear neighbors arguing and stuff, and there was fences all around, so no one could. I mean, high fences. Plus, my grandmother had raspberries and blackberry bushes all along the fence. So if anybody came through, they'd be hurt. So that shadow scared me. That place was scary. And so after we moved out of that house, I always had a dream of that house, and there was always like a different room or something, and it was like a secret room. I mean, that place it spooked me, but I was fascinated. And after we moved, I went down to go see a friend of mine that lived a couple houses down, and someone painted the house black. So maybe someone was saying something. But anyway, another story is I was about 6, maybe 5, 6 years old, and we were living down in San Diego. And I was in bed, of course. And I look out. Mom had the window open for me, and I looked out the window, and I saw this. I saw what looked like the moon, but it was really big and orange. So I got up and I start watching it. I was fascinated because there was something in the middle of it, in the orange circle that looked like a moon, and it was changing. It was just changing, not the figure, not the orb, but inside it was black, and it was changing. I don't know what the hell it was. So I called my mom, and she was telling me to go to bed and all that. And I said, "Come look out the window." So we sat there for a good 5, 10 minutes watching. So I got dressed, and she took me outside, and we went out and we asked anybody if they'd seen it too. And no, people don't look up. They still don't look up. They're too busy looking in their phones. But this was in the '60s, so they didn't have phones back then. But you know, um, got a lot of ghost stories. I told you about the Dark Man, didn't I? I don't know if I did or not. So when my grandmother worked Monday through Friday, and I had to stay with my aunt and uncle and their kids from Sunday night to Friday afternoon. And I think I was like 11 years old, and I had the bedroom downstairs. I was the outcast. I was a splotch on everybody's life. One night, I'm in bed again. I think that was when I'm going to bed. So I see this dark figure. I look up and I see this tall, dark figure in the doorway. It's not doing nothing. It's just standing there. And then the clock rang. The cuckoo clock rang twice. 2 o'clock in the morning, and I looked back and it was gone. So another night, I'm laying in bed, and again, there's that tall, dark figure. And my uncle's like 6'2", so I thought it was him messing with me, right? And so I hear this, I hear him breathing. And then I close my eyes, and then I hear the dark figure laying on the floor next to my bed, breathing really hard. And it scared. I was terrified. I could hear my heart beat, and I start sweating. My eyes were like bulging out of my head, and all of a sudden, I see this white sphere, this white thing, come lay on the pillow right next to me, and it kind of gave me a sense of everything's going to be all right. So after that, I never saw the dark man before again. I'd hear him, but I never saw him again at my door. So as an adult, I told my aunt about the dark man. I told my cousin first, and she said she used to hear somebody in the bedroom next to her, which was my cousin's bedroom, but he was in the Navy, so no one was in his room. And she'd hear somebody, tossing and turning, breathing and snoring and stuff. And she'd hear somebody walking up and down the hallway all the time. I told my aunt about the dark man, and she said that she and her husband had separated, and she took the downstairs for her own bedroom. And she said she used to hear things and see things all the time. And then one night, I had a dream in my 30s about the dark man, and it had kidnapped my little cousin Marky, and he had him in the garage, and he told me that he'll let him go if I come back to the house in Daly City. I was like, I'm not going back there. So as soon as I woke up, I called my aunt to see if Mark was all right, and she said Mark had come downstairs and was scared. He had a nightmare that the dark man um, was going to take him. So after my aunt died, I talked to my cousin about the dark man again. I said, Aunt Diane and I were going to, call some paranormal team. I forgot which one it was back at that time. And but she died. We didn't have a chance to do nothing. So I was talking to my cousin about it, and he said that his wife, the day before Easter, they had the kids' Easter baskets by the bed. Kids were all in their bedrooms. Everybody was asleep. It was late at night, and his wife heard someone breathing in her ear and rustling through the baskets because she had like that color paper, that see-through paper, but it was colored. You know how they have green, yellow, red, blah 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 blah, whatever. And so yeah, crazy. The dark man. I I tried looking up the dark man when computers came out, and there was they never really specified anything about the dark man. I mean, they said things about that man, which he did wear a hat. Because when I saw that one movie, Stephen King, and they had that dude, and he was the black lady that was sitting on the porch and was telling everybody telepathically to come to her. And they had this man with the hat. He looked like the devil, I guess. That's what that dude looked like. Because I had a dream of him, and he was wearing a hat, and he looked up like this. It was so creepy. All I saw was that hat and his eyes, and I mean, I saw his body, but I'm just saying that was so freaky. So there's some real stuff going on in this world that we don't know about, and it's kind of crazy. It's I told a friend about the dark man at school, and she told my teacher, and my teacher, of course, called my aunt, and my aunt told my grandmother, and they sent me to a psychologist. And I'm like, I'm not saying nothing to these people. I'm not going to be labeled crazy. I know what I saw and felt. There was no way that anybody was going to label me anything. I didn't even tell them about the child abuse that I had been going through since I was a baby till I was 12. So screw that. So I went to the psychologist, I don't know, for 6 months, I guess, once a week. And she'd have me play with dolls and stuff and, I don't know, talk to me. And I guess she was looking for information for me to tell her or something. But I never said anything. So I don't know what the doctor told my aunt and grandma, but it was a waste of time and a waste of money. So, I've seen, oh, trust me, I believe you. I would believe you. Um, but at 2, 3, 4 years old, I was going through abuse, sexual child abuse. Okay. So I had other things in my mind besides seeing spirits. And maybe, maybe that's when things started happening with me, paranormal and stuff, about paranormal and stuff, because that was my an angel or something, or someone looking out for me and made me strong-willed, strong mind. I didn't break off into 10 personalities or anything, thank God. And yeah, I mean, I was raped twice by the time I was 6, and molested from an infant till 12 years old. I didn't mean to get into this. I'm sorry. This is just too much. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jaffo, of course. And it's funny that kids are the most open. We're like antennas when we're kids. Okay, we're open to everything. And to say that a kid is lying about seeing a friend or invisible friends or whatever, it's crazy, because I still see entities, spirits, souls, and I hear them. Excuse me. And it's messed up that people just don't take the time to listen to kids. Kids have a lot to say, and they may be young, they may not have the vocabulary to communicate with an adult, but they do have something to say, and it's just really bad that we don't listen to them. It's really sick. I mean, with all the stuff that goes on in this world, you think you'd be believing a child. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna let you go. I hope you stay strong. I love you all. Um, the next time I come on, I will have another ghost story for you. I got to think of which one I'm gonna. Thank you, Adrian. But it made me strong. You know what I'm saying? It made me strong, and it made me very angry towards people that do that to children. And one time when I was living in Kentucky, I would lived across this woman. She 14 she wasn't right now, and she had this boyfriend, and I lived next door to this man and woman. They had a daughter that was 14 and a son that was like 5 or 6, 3, 4, 5 or 6. He was young. And the guy that this girl was seeing across the hall from me, he used to say to that girl that next door to me, come over and you want to get high and stuff. And she told me about it because she and I were close. I mean, her mom and stepdad, they worked a lot. So she'd come over and, hang out with me, even at night sometimes. And we'd all just hang out, laugh, and joke around and stuff. And she told me what he said to her, that he wanted her to meet him at night one night. So I got a knife. I knocked on the door and I asked him to come out. And my girlfriend and the girl's mom were out shopping at the time. And the girl was in my apartment. And I called that dude. You too, Adrian. Thank you. Love you, hon. So the guy comes out of the apartment. I got the knife and I stick it up to his neck. And I tell him, look, you ever come near her again, I'll slit your throat from side to side. And at that time, my girlfriend and the girl's mom came in the door in the hallway from shopping, and like, what's going on? What's going on? Because I mean, I was yelling, I was freaking threatening to kill this dude if he ever talked to her again or looked at her in any kind of way. So the woman across the hall ended up dumping the guy, I guess, or he dumped her, whatever. But and the cops talked to him, and they came over and they said, I did the right thing. They said, we don't believe in how you did by threatening to kill him with a knife, but at least you got him to back off. The dude moved out or whatever, he left, whatever. But yeah, I don't tolerate child abuse or of any kind. And if I was riding my bike one day when we first moved here to Arizona, and I moved into my apartment down in Kingman, and some lady had stopped. We were stopped at the stoplight, and some lady was screaming at her kid in the back seat. And I yelled out, maybe if you shut up and took care of your kid, maybe you wouldn't be crying. So I don't tolerate I don't tolerate that bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm for kids. I'm pro kids. You know, I'm the one that all the kids want to hang out with because I got that energy. We'll go grocery shopping. Kids smile at me and wave and talk to me. Animals are the same way. I've got that energy. But I tell you what, if you abuse anybody, I swear to God, a child, an animal, an elderly person, a regular aged person, you're gonna deal with the wrath of me. That's a promise. I don't care. Like this, like a few weeks ago, this dude said we cut him off. We didn't cut him off. We were in the street first, in the intersection first, and he kept following us and yelling at us. I'm disabled, okay? I have a hard time walking, but my adrenaline pumped so hard that day, I swear to God, I jumped out of the truck, threw my cane to the ground, ran in front of the truck, and I told that dude, come talk to me. Instead of coming round and round, because we were parked eating our breakfast in the truck, and he come around and started yelling at us and circling us and threatening us. And I jumped out of the truck and I was like, come on. My friend's like, oh shit. Oh God. She jumped out of the truck and I'm like, what are you doing? Get back in the truck. I can handle this. And that jerk didn't get out. He just took off, and we're sitting there and he comes back and he starts yelling. I yell back. And I didn't realize there was a dude sitting over there across the way from us in the parking lot listening to me. He was probably cracking up, going, oh my God, these people are crazy. Walmart. But anyway, sweeties, I love you all. Okay, I appreciate you coming on my live. I just wanted to tell you how I'm feeling. I'm feeling 90% better. I mean, it still hurts a little bit. There's still a little bit of pressure in there, so I keep taking ibuprofen for the swelling and turmeric and stuff like that. My vitamins. But yeah, I'm just praying to God that it doesn't leave permanent marks like it did last year. This is all from last year, puffiness and the black eyes. I didn't have black eyes before. Now I do. I hate it. So anyway, I mean, when I went to the hospital on last Sunday, the doctor, I had to wait 2 hours. My blood pressure was boiling, plus the infection and being in pain. And he's coming in telling me, your blood pressure is 167 over 120. And I'm like, yeah, I've got an infection and I'm in pain. Plus, you pissed me off by making me wait 2 hours. He goes, oh no, that's not, it doesn't cause that. I said, well, my doctor told me that when I've gone in there and I've been in pain or I have an infection, that's why my blood pressure goes up. I said, I just went to the doctor a few days ago and it was normal. Okay, because he wanted to put me on EKG and take blood work and do all this crap. And then he goes, well, I smell smoke. If you keep smoking, you're not going to live to 40. Biatch, I'm 59. When I told him I was going to be 60 in a few months, he, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be 60 in a few months. He's like, oh, wow, you don't even look 60. I'm like, no, because I don't do drugs. I very rarely drink. Yes, I do smoke cigarettes, but I only smoke like anywhere from a half a pack to a pack a day. I said, I've been smoking since I was 14 years old. I don't got any vices, so I'm going to continue smoking. When I can't breathe anymore, that's when I'll quit smoking. He just left me alone. That dude was a jerk. I felt like asking him, how many drinks do you have after you get off of work? I don't know how old he was. He was probably younger than me, probably in his 40s or 50s. And I got gray hair and stuff and gray everywhere. But his face was all wrinkled up and stuff, and it's like, dude, you look older than me. And I look at people my age, and I'm like, damn, what the hell happened to you? I mean, it's got to be the blood, my DNA. I'm half Italian and half Spanish, and like they say, black don't crack. Well, I'm Sicilian, and Sicily was taken over by the Moors, I think they were, and they were invaded. And so I don't know if it was Africa came over, and they start, having sexual stuff with the Sicilian women, and so we got DNA. I got the black nose, so maybe that's it. Black don't crack. I since I learned that, it's like, all right, I can admit that I have black in me. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of what I am, who I am, where I am, and how I am. I'm not ashamed. Okay. I'm a loner. I prefer to be alone. I mean, I like talking to my friends on the internet and stuff, but I have a handful of people in my real life that I actually communicate with. My friend right there, I've known her over 30 years. We're thick as thieves. If anything ever happened to her, I'd kill anybody. Good genes, very good genes. Huh. Ask that again. Sorry, I'm trying to read. To find your answers, I say set up a audio recording only for 15 to 30 minutes and try to listen to what is. Oh, you mean like just set up their audio recorder and just go about my business and then see what's going on? Is that what you mean, Jaffo? I gotta keep looking at this to see if I have bars, because here lately they're working on the AT&T towers, because AT&T is no longer offering 2G, and I think they're working on getting rid of 3G too. And some friends of my friend here, um, okay, I'm gonna try that, Jeff. I'm certainly gonna try that. I'll leave my other phone on and just let it keep recording. Should I do it on the Ghost Tube? You think I should use Ghost Tube, or just quiet and just let it go on the recorder? But anyway, yeah, this AT&T. I mean, I was out without my phone. I did the taste test. I mean, the taste test, or the unboxing of the goodies I got from the Ukraine, and my book that I haven't read yet. Um, so I was going to do the live taste testing the day after, but my phone died. It died for 2 days, and then I got sick, and I haven't done it yet. But I am going to do the taste test pretty soon. I tried one candy. It was chocolate covered marshmallow. Oh my god, had me. My goal is to try snacks from all over the world. I did a Turkish one, which is pretty good. Oh gosh, what, Adrian? Oh gosh, what about? But yeah, that's my goal. I want to try snacks from all over the world. I would really like, if I had enough followers, with or without that an app. I did this, and yes, between both apps, and just plain recording. I believe having this. Wow, that's good. But see, no, I'm not frozen. I heard footsteps in my yard, and it's just the dog's sitting right there. That was bizarre, man. Oh, I got a story to tell you about a shadow person. It was a clear shadow. Okay, I'm gonna try that, Jaffo. So one night I'm standing here, I open up my door because I hear something outside, right? And I didn't have the screen at the time, so I see a tall shadow, a invisible shadow walking up. I close the door. I said, "Nope, nope, nope, nope. You're not allowed in my house. Nope, nope." I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this to be so long, but I just got a lot to say. And I forgot what else. Oh yeah, so what I was gonna say was, oh yeah, I don't know if the tower got hit by lightning, because we were having a really bad storm. I mean, we've had a storm every single day for about 2 months, and for the last 6 days it hasn't rained. Knock on wood. Thank you. But so anyway, I I had orders. If in this because I keep losing my. It's the 1st of September, and that's. I will. Plus, I got this right here. This stone. It's supposed to ward off evil spirits. I got this at my door so no one could come in. Evil spirits come in. Except for that one night when they threw my cat. I was pissed off about that. I made a video about that. I was so angry. Oh my god. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna end this because I don't know when this is gonna go down because obviously it's having problems. Dang AT&T. I don't have AT&T, but the tower. Yes, exactly, Jeff. Well, I understand. The tower. I forgot what I was gonna say. I hear you, baby. I'm coming. Okay, now Sadie's whining. She wants me to come in the house and love on her. I'm going to bring the dog in because it's going to start getting warm out here. And anyway, so yeah, I got a lot of ghost stories for you. I got UFO and visitor stories. Oh man, I got to tell y'all on my next video, I'm going to tell you about the visitors the night they came. Okay. Now, this is a promise. I'm going to do this video. And you're all going to think I'm a friggin' nutcase. You're going to think I was on drugs or drinking like everybody else did when I told them. I know, Jeff. I'm trying. And that's why I basically started this channel to, or this YouTube channel to do things and show people and, but yeah, I'm going to tell you a story about a UFO passing by and then visitors coming about a week later. So y'all better stay tuned for that, okay? I'm going to see how the tower is doing tomorrow, maybe. However, no, it can't be tomorrow because I got to go to shopping. Saturday, all right? Saturday, I'll go live again and tell you all about this because I'm about ready to lose some more bars here. Oh, wow. I went from 1 bar to 5 bars. Oh, honey, you ain't going to believe it. You're not going to believe it because it's an insane story. If it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe it because you know how people are. Jeff, well, I'd like you to tell me about that. Maybe one day we can do a live together and maybe share stories together with listeners, with viewers, But I got to learn how to do that. What is it? Share the panel. I would love to hear your stories, Jaffo. Actually, I'd love to hear everybody's. Sorry, I got hair in my mouth. Cats and dogs, gotta love them. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to do a panel with you and talk to people, and get their opinions and whatever. I mean, when we tell stories about our paranormal experiences or whatever, we have to expect people to think that we're crazy. Okay, that's just the plain truth. Because people are out there, they don't believe, or they want to believe, and when you tell them something, they're like, "Oh no, that didn't happen to you. You're crazy. You're on drugs. Were you drinking that night? Whatever, crap." I don't like that. But yeah. So I'm going to end this because I'm down back to 2 bars. This is crazy. What's going on? I keep seeing my screen get light and then go dark. Now, okay, maybe if I leave it here. But anyway, I appreciate y'all staying here and chatting with me. Jaffa, what's your opinion on doing a panel with me, a live panel, and telling our stories to everybody? I mean, even if there's no one watching, I mean, there's got to be at least one person watching, and then we can both share it to our channels and stuff and see what they say. Oh, man. Could you, call me and let me hear it over the phone, Jaffa? I'll give you my phone number. Actually, if you have Instagram, you can call me from Instagram. My phone number is available. I really didn't want it to be. I didn't know it was, but a friend of mine, he started calling me Rio. You all gotta watch Rio. Me? What do you mean me? You want to listen to Adrian? Yeah, Real Fest TV. He has got some insane videos, man. The last 2 that he did, he was in a haunted house. y'all won't believe the crap that oh god, jeez, no. You got to go find him. Rio Fest TV. All right, go look him up. He's a good guy. He's down to earth, and I mean, he curses a lot, but who cares? Oh yeah, I understand. Skype. I haven't. I talked to a friend in New Zealand through Skype, and it was pretty good. I mean, it worked well, but I haven't used that in years. That's been like 6, 7 years ago. I didn't even know Skype was still available. Well, if we can get this going, Jaffo, I'm sure with your fans and my fan or not fans, our followers, the subscribers, whatever, we can get something really good going. But yeah, I go on social media only like with I share my ghost tube and my experiences with my dogs and cats and food and stuff, or if we go somewhere, whatever. But I don't here lately because I really hadn't done any videos. I was when Buddy passed away June 21st. I really went downhill. Oh wow, okay. All right, that'd be really cool, Jaffo. I'll try to install Skype on and maybe we can hook up. That would be awesome. I would love to. I would friggin' love that, man. I mean, there's quite a few, but only a few of you actually talk to me. Oh wow, cool. That'd be cool. Only a few because they're bigger than I am, so they'll give me a heart and say thank you on the videos that I like and stuff. There's one, Holly's Lore. She talks back with me and stuff, but like a lot of other ones. Okay, I'd really like that, Jeffo. Um, how can we hook up? If I put Skype on my phone, how do? Okay, I saw you. I just saw something really bright fly by quickly, just like all the other times. UFOs. Anyway, yeah, Jaffo, how do we contact each other? How do we get in touch? Do we have to give each other our phone numbers or something? I have a laptop, um, and I have like 50 gigabyte to do sharing, like off my phone to my computer. I'll, I'll I'll upload it to my computer then, to my laptop. I very rarely use that. It's just a pain in the ass, just because I don't have a desk anymore because its cats have taken over. It's their bed now. So there's a couple of pillows and blankets on it because it's close to the fan for summer and the heater in winter. So that's theirs now. I mean, I got a few books up there on the shelves, but yeah, okay. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm going to um I'm gonna install the Skype on my computer, on my laptop. I really wish I had a computer. I don't like laptops. Um, but it was inherited to me. A friend of mine passed away in 2019. He didn't have any family. He didn't have very many friends, and when I was living in my apartment down in Kingman. We became friends because we both saw a UFO on the 4th of July, and we bonded. And so he got really sick quickly, and he told me he had some money in his apartment hidden. So and he knew he was going to pass away, and he said everything was mine. So he left me his van, everything in his apartment, and he left me close to $20,000. That's how I bought my house. So thank you, Ron. He was a really good guy, and I miss him because he and I could talk about the weirdest shit people just don't want to talk about. I really miss him. But he was like in his 80s, and he was really, really, really weak, and that's what I get for making friends that are way older than me. They pass away, and then I'm alone again. Damn it. But that was a really big surprise. I ended up giving his van away to somebody that needed it because I don't have a driver's license. And I didn't know what I was going to be doing, so I just gave it away. Oops, wait, no, wait. Hold on. Dang it. It says Greg from Exploring Darkness. He and I do hook up at time. Oh, cool. I'd really like to do that with you too. Thank you, Adrian. I don't have any more family left. My friend that lives over there in that house, she and I have been friends for 30 years. We're family. We'd live or die for one another. And when someone says, "Oh, you're my best friend, you're my do or die," it's bullshit. Because you know what? People on oh wow, that's cool. Um, people on social media, you try to you hook up with somebody and you become social media friends, and you think, okay, well, this is cool, and then you tell each other things, and it's like, okay, well, we're getting close. Someday we'll meet, and they say, oh yeah, you're my best friend, my ride or die, blah blah blah, whatever. But when it comes down to it, you don't freaking call me anymore. You don't text me anymore. You don't do anything anymore. So I just consider you a social media person. You know, I've watched all their videos and commented and stuff, and the only time they ever watch my videos is when I said something changed. Jaffo, I'm with friend. My grandma died. She had cancer. She was diagnosed in a month. She died, and she was getting up on. I was helping her get up on her bed, and she looked in the corner and said, "I'm not ready to go yet." She was talking to somebody. Okay, there's another story, and so I'm putting her down in the bed, and she looks in my eyes, and all of a sudden she has a heart attack, and all I could see for months was the look on her face as she died. And she raised me, and to have lost her and her being in my arms like that, I just it wow, and that's when I started looking at things a little bit differently spiritually and stuff. Because I mean, she was sitting there talking in the corner, or talking to someone in the corner. I guess they were ready to take her away, as they say some people do. And then 9 years later, my mom bangs on the door at 4 o'clock, my bedroom door at 4 o'clock, saying she can't breathe. So I call 911. We take her to the hospital. They went to go take her back for a CAT scan or MRI or something, and they had me waiting out in the waiting room, and it was like 45 minutes to an hour or something like that. And the doctor come out, or the nurse came out and told me that she had passed away for 45 minutes, and they were trying to revive her. So they put one of those heart things, I forget what you call them, um um the thing to keep the heart going. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, and they had it on the outside of her, and a nurse was sitting there, squeezing the bag over her mouth so she could breathe. And they said, take as long as you want. Um, the nurse came, pacemaker. Thank you. The nurse came to me and she asked me, or she told me, that my mom wouldn't survive without being on machines and stuff. And I told her there's no way my mom would want to be alive with machines. And I said, I'm gonna let her go. That was the worst decision I'd ever made in my life. It was the hardest, the most painful thing, to let my mom go. So I told the guy to stop pumping air into her lungs, and he told me to stay there as long as I wanted. I stayed for like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I cried and I cried and I cried, and I wrapped my body around hers. I mean, I can't believe they took all her clothes off and just covered her with the sheet. They didn't let her die with dignity. You know what I'm saying? What the hell's wrong with people? So anyway, she passed away, and I don't know how my boss found out, but as soon as that's messed up, Jaffa. As soon as I walked in my house, because I was going to tell him that I wanted to take a few days off. I needed some time because my mom and I were close. And I walk in and he runs around to grab me and give me a hug, and he said he was so sorry. And all I did was cry because this man, he wasn't an emotional man, but he had known me and my mom since I was like 18 years old. My mom died when I was, well, 47, something like that. And I let her go. And my mom and I are really close, and we all believe that when you die, your spirit lingers. It stays with the people that you love. Died. She came to me about 6, 7 months later, and she let me know that she was all right. She was down at a picnic table, looking up at me, smiling and waving, And I got another dream of her sending me pictures of trees, and on the back it was written angel, 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 angel. And you look at the trees with no leaves, and you can see the limbs, and you can see it looked like some of them looked like angels, whatever. But anyway, I knew my grandma was all right. And when my mom passed away, the day after, I was in our apartment and I looked down to where she used to sit, and I said, "Mom, if you're still with me, can you please give me a sign?" Okay, so we lived in San Francisco. Okay, earthquake place of the world, California, and so we had an earthquake, oh shit, just a jolt earthquake like that. I'm like, okay, 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 I know you're here, you're here, you're here. I believe you. And then she used to come to me in my dreams. She came 3 times, and each time I told her, I said, "Mom, you're dead." And she'd look me in my eyes and tell me, "No, I'm not. I'm not dead." The third time I told her she was dead, she says, "I'm not dead. I'm in the garage." Because we were having to leave to move because they'd sold the building, and a lot of her stuff was down there. So I believe that she had things in the garage, things in her apartment, of course, that she cared about. And so I said, "Okay, all right, your spirit's alive. You're not dead." So she came to me all the time in dreams. We'd go walking, we'd go drinking beer and play games. We'd be listening to music. I mean, she came to me in so many dreams. In my last apartment, um, she came to me through the closet, which that closet was evil. Okay, my cat and I a little bit. I'd be on the computer and she'd be laying on the bed watching me or laying down, and we'd hear scratching on the closet door. I ain't shitting you, man. Oh no, I got stories to tell you about that apartment too. Okay, I already told you one about it. But yeah, so this closet dream, I was kind of leery to open the door because all the crap that had been going on, the scratching and knocking and stuff, things falling in the closet. So I opened it up. Oh my God, Adrian, I'm so sorry. That's how I want to die in my sleep. I don't want to feel nothing. I just want to sleep. Oh my God, Jaffo. Oh, I got a story for you, my friend. I will tell you that. I think I already said that one. Yeah, I already did that video where my girlfriend and I and our friends were playing cards on the weekend, and we decided to get a little recorder. We got a little recorder and put it in one of the apartments that was across from us. And at the end of the recording, it said Jamie, and it was an evil Jamie. It was so freaky. I mean, we all freaked out. It's like, okay, okay, all right, there's something evil in there. Um. Anyway, so the closet. You're welcome, honey. I'm so sorry. That's got to be a hard way for you to have to wake up and find your husband's not waking up. That's. I'm sorry. That's really. I'm so sorry. I don't even have words. I couldn't imagine waking up and my husband or wife not being there. 32 years is a long time to be married. I mean, I don't want to say congratulations because that's kind of stupid, but the way things go today, if there's a problem, people divorce. But one of the last dreams I had with my mom, her coming out of that closet, I gave her a hug. I mean, she's wearing one of those tank tops, a wife beater they call them, whatever, or underwear shirt like she used to wear. She used to wear my underwear shirts. Oh, I don't live there anymore, Jaffo. Yes, Adrian. Yes, he's not suffering anymore. Um, jeez. Sorry, I had a message. But when I held her so tight, and I swear that I could smell her, I could feel her skin, you know. And we ended up back at our apartment. We were like on Hate Street where we used to hang out when I gave her a hug. And the end of the dream, she's sitting we were sitting on my bed, and she says, I have to go. I'm like, Mom, please don't. Please stay a little while. And she told me that they're only allowed to come visit for a certain amount of time. So when you wake up from a dream thinking it was like a long time dream, it's only like 5, 10 seconds. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that a world of experiences in a dream can be only about 5 or 10 seconds, but then it lingers with you all day, you know, and it's like, wow. But no, I don't live in that apartment anymore, Jaffo. I moved basically because I got tired of all the things I saw in that apartment. I'll tell you everything I experienced in my next video. I've got a bunch of videos I want to get out, but life keeps happening and I can't get to it. But I will eventually. And this one's almost an hour. Oh, I can't believe this has gone 48 minutes. But I appreciate it. Exactly. Yes, I know. Because when you're sleeping, your soul travels. It leaves your body so your body can rest. But they need to go out and experience things. This is why you have dreams, and you think you're dreaming, but your soul's actually experiencing things. So you're absolutely right, Jaffo, and I agree with you 1,000,000% on that. Oh, shit, I can't move it over. Uh, I love you so much. Thank you for sticking with me, and I don't understand how the video is going to turn out because I lost connection a few times. I don't know if it's going to allow me to have the whole 50 minutes of the conversation going. But I appreciate Jaffo, Adrian. I appreciate y'all coming in and chatting with me. And Jaffo, definitely, I'm going to get Skype on my computer and we got to do a video together, man. I swear, I need to hear your experiences. I need to hear others' experiences so I know that I'm not the only one. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome, Adrian. I swear, I enjoy you all. And when you all do come, I'm surprised that Razor didn't come on because he usually comes on my live, but I guess it's too early for him. He tells me to do it late at night so he can come on. But anyway, thank you for being here with me, experiencing, what I experienced, feeling what I felt. So I love you, stay strong, and don't ever change for anybody else. Take care. Bye, everybody. Jaffo, Adrian, y'all take care. I'm sorry that, you lost your husband the way you did. Jaffo, that's terrible, man. Wow. Wow, Jaffo, that's crazy. Yeah, you and I got to talk, man. You too. All right, everybody. Take care. I love y'all. Bye bye.